You might remember Evelyn from last week and the pain she's gone through for over a decade now. Cerebral palsy, a condition that medical experts define as a non-progressive damage to a developing brain, and its causes, they say, vary.
Usually trauma. If a mother falls down, if there is a problem with the placenta and the baby does not get enough blood supply, or the baby loses blood supply in the womb, that can cause that. Infections. So of course going to the antenatal and following all the rules and regulation of the doctor and the system, the antenatal center will cause, will protect. HIV is a big one, because HIV, only known as HIV, not even the other infections that can ride on the reduced state of HIV, cause brain damage.
This damage can occur as early as when the baby is still unborn, during birth, or long after the baby's birth. It comes in different types depending on what of the three parts of the brain has been affected. They include the cortex, the basal ganglia, and the cerebellum. So when the cortex has been affected,
as the baby grows bigger, the baby becomes stiffer and stiffer and stiffer and stiffer and stiffer. And there's a time, unless you give medication to help that stiffness, however much therapy you do and splinting, the baby will lose the arm in terms of contraction. You've seen them folding like that.
And for the basal ganglia,
so those ones will have funny movements, or what we call dystonic movements. And they'll affect the arms, they'll affect the tongue, or even eating becomes an issue.
This differs from when the cerebellum has been affected.
That's the worst type of the cerebral palsy, because they're just floppy. They're so floppy, and if it's very, very affected, that's a type of cerebral palsy which is very hard to treat no matter where you are in the world.
Dr. Madu says that most of the common sentiments that she hears of are,
one of the saddest and most common stories I hear is, no, this baby was fine. This baby walked, this baby was running. Then the baby got a high fever. We went, was given an injection. Then finally we were referred. Then they said it's meningitis. Then the baby was given treatment. Then the baby, after that, my baby can't move, can't see.
But her advice is that prevention is better than cure. So here are some of the risk factors that expectant mothers should look out for. Pregnancy risk factors: maternal diabetes, maternal high blood pressure, poor maternal nutrition, maternal seizures or mental retardation, incompetent cervix or premature dilation, maternal bleeding from placental previa, a condition in which the placenta recovers a portion of the cervix and leads to bleeding as the cervix dilates. Delivery risk factors include premature delivery, prolonged rupture of the amniotic membrane for more than 24 hours leading to fetal infection. Severely depressed fetal heart rate during labor indicate fetal distress. Abnormal presentations such as breech, face or transverse lie, which makes for a difficult delivery. Neonatal risk factors include premature birth, asphyxia, meningitis, seizures caused by abnormal electrical activity of the brain. However, she adds that if your child already has this condition,
it doesn't mean that child does not have a place in the family. You see, a lot of the family members will gather around that baby and want to protect. So it's a point of unity and love. God has a purpose for them, even on earth.
And all hope is not lost yet.
A lot of the conditions picked early, with the proper care, with the proper rehabilitations, with the proper equipment, a lot of these children can go far.
Medical experts say that cerebral palsy is not a disease, rather it's a condition that can be managed, and early detection is key. Malaa, Kivila, KTN, Healthy You.